to the people who seem to not understand what I was talking about, and to the people who were trying to lie. So, one person, like I said on the previous video of the thread, was really mad because I pointed out that my ancestry is specifically Fulani and Tuareg. I can't help that my heritage is Fulani and Tuareg. It is what it is, you know, and that happens to not be sub-Saharan African ancestry. I cannot help that you do not know the geography of Africa. Africa, as far as the Sahara goes, it's way further than Morocco, okay? When you get to sub-Saharan Africa, it's below the Sahel. So, where is the Sahel? Or have you never heard of the term the Sahel? Well, I put a definition of the Sahel so you can understand. The Sahel is in North Africa, and the Sahel includes northern Nigeria. So when I said my heritage was in northern Nigeria, and the Sahel includes northern Nigeria, then that kind of means that obviously I can't be sub-Saharan on that level. I think you're thinking of the Igbo and the Yoruba. I'm not saying that. For me, I specifically stated in the thread you're referencing that I had like 25% below the Sahara, but most of my heritage is above it. So it's not really a shock. I would prefer that. And I just wanted to show it side by side, kind of like a comparison of me and the dark-skinned black women, and I showed some women who are my color, like Rihanna, of which you can see Rihanna specifically looks lighter than me, has much broader features. My lips, which you called big, they're definitely not big compared to black women's. They're actually quite small, and my nose is actually smaller than this Indian woman's, much narrower, and much narrower than the black women's as well. So that is kind of weird to me. You would bring this up to try and say that someone looks like people they clearly do not look like, as I clearly do not look like those people. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm not African, because I've said this over and over and over again. I'm like 80 to 90% African. So, I mean, obviously I'm African. I just said I wasn't sub-Saharan African, and it's really bothered you. I mean, you're trying to be delusional here, trying to say, as dark as these women I'm showing, and these women are beautiful, you know, or I have the same features as those women. I don't. I happen to not have those features because I have more ancestry from the Fulani people, of which you can see that I have, that they have more of a different type of phenotype. Would that specifically be completely like a northern Amazigh or Kabyle North African? No. But it's basically included in the Hamitic race, basically. You know, the Hamitic race includes North Africans of all of the regions, basically. So, like I said before, to be black, you have to be sub-Saharan African. Well, where is the Sahara? You have to be educated in these ways to know what you're talking about. Otherwise, you just come off as ignorant. But where the Sahara is bounded by the Sahel. And the Sahel is in North Africa. It's like the last bit of North Africa. So everything south of the Sahel, the shore of the Sahara, is sub-Saharan Africa. So that's why I pointed out that the people I come from are not sub-Saharan Africans. And also DNA tests have proven that Fulanis are, specifically natives of the Sahara. So that's why I'm just pointing that out here, you know. I look much more like the Fulani girl that just went past that I showed compared to the other dark skinned black women, and much more than Rihanna. Also, on the other side of this, I just kind of find it weird when people say that I'm trying to look like someone I would never want to look like. Like, for example, they were trying to say, I'm a fan of Rihanna. I do not look up to Rihanna as a beauty symbol. Personally, to me, I would say, um, as far as racially, she looks very black. And anyone can see this. I sat a darker skinned black woman right next to her, and they almost look like twins. And as you can tell with her face being analyzed, she has quite a bit of African in her phenotype, as you can see for me. And by the way, Brazilian is a subset of the African result for this test. You can see for me, I never get African or Brazilian. I get more Middle Eastern results because, well, they're just saying there's more similarity there. And I think they're just saying a commonality because North Africans sometimes get a little confused with Middle Eastern people. In my life, in my experience, I've generally been called pretty much racist stuff in regard to Middle Eastern people, not really on the basis of being black. That's just me, you know. I know a lot of black people have a lot of jealousy and anger with this, and this person specifically seemed like they were upset because I am not perceived that way. You're not going to change my personal experiences, and you're not going to change how I look. You're not going to change that those people that are darker do not look similar to me. You're not going to change my facial features. You can keep on saying whatever, but at the end of the day, I didn't make the analysis. I didn't make my genetic code the way it is. I didn't make myself descend from the Fulani or Tuareg people. I just am. That's not my fault, you know. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's just the way it is, you know. But yeah, I think the jealousy and the anger, and you can feel a lot of anger from this person. Like, you have anger and you're trying to associate blackness with something bad. And the main one who embodies blackness is you. So, what you're doing is projecting your own self hate and anger about yourself. You know, personally, to me, I have no shame in who I am. I just don't. And to me, for people who are different in their phenotype, I'm not gonna talk poorly about it. Like, I wouldn't talk poorly about the fact that Rihanna has a very Afrocentric phenotype. But I'm not gonna sit here and pretend we look similar either. I'm gonna recognize there's a difference. I'm happy for my difference. I'm happy I don't look like her, and I'm happy she looks like how she looks. I hope she's happy with how she looks because she's a pretty woman too, you know? See, unattractive women are the only ones who are unhappy with attractive women, and men are always unhappy with unattractive women when they feel they have no access. For you, because this thread was about me complaining about dark skinned black men, of course, you are bothered by it because it makes you feel like you have no access. And like women like me who don't prefer you make you feel hopeless and unhappy and angered by it. This is why you've been going on for over a day about it, because it makes you feel insecure. So that's all I have to say in this video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and comment down below. Have a great day. Bye.